The winds of change are blowing across Europe. A new era of geopolitical uncertainty has dawned. The old order is crumbling. Russia, driven by its imperial ambitions, has unleashed chaos upon the continent. Its invasion of Ukraine is a stark reminder of the threats we face. In these turbulent times, a new alliance is emerging, a bulwark against aggression and a beacon of hope for a secure future. This alliance is Intermarium 2.0. Intermarium 2.0 represents a bold vision for a new Europe. It is a vision born of necessity, forged in the fires of conflict and the shared determination to safeguard our common values. This alliance seeks to unite the nations caught between the Baltic and Black Seas, creating a formidable force for stability and security in the face of Russian aggression. It is a strategic imperative for our time. This is not a time for complacency. The stakes are too high. We must act decisively and with unity of purpose. Intermarium 2.0 is more than just a military alliance. It is a testament to our shared destiny, a commitment to stand shoulder to shoulder in defense of freedom and democracy. The future of Europe hangs in the balance. The time for hesitation is over. The time for action is now. Let us build this alliance together, brick by brick, until it stands as an unbreakable shield against the forces of tyranny and aggression. The fate of Europe depends on it. Russia's invasion of Ukraine is not an isolated event. It is the latest manifestation of a long and troubling pattern of Russian imperialism. From the Baltic Sea to the Black Sea, Russia has repeatedly sought to subjugate its neighbors and expand its sphere of influence. This aggressive behavior threatens the very foundations of European security. We must not underestimate the threat posed by Russia. Its military ambitions are clear. Its disregard for international law is blatant. Its propaganda machine churns out disinformation and sows division. Its leadership is driven by a dangerous mix of paranoia and imperial ambition. We cannot afford to be naive. The Kremlin seeks to restore its lost empire. It views its neighbors as vassals, not partners. It uses military force, economic coercion, and political subversion to achieve its goals. It will not be satisfied with Ukraine. Its appetite for conquest will only grow. We must confront this threat head-on. Appeasement will only embolden the Kremlin. Dialogue is important, but it cannot be a substitute for strength. We must build a credible deterrent that convinces Moscow that any aggression will be met with swift and decisive consequences. At the heart of Intermarium 2.0 lies a core group of nations, united by their geography, their history, and their shared determination to resist Russian aggression. These nations form the bedrock of the alliance, providing the military muscle, the political will, and the economic resources to deter the Kremlin's ambitions. Poland, with its large population, its growing economy, and its fierce determination to contain Russia, stands as a pillar of the alliance. Its military, modernized and equipped with the latest technology, will serve as a bulwark against any eastward aggression. Romania, strategically positioned on the Black Sea, adds depth and resilience to the alliance. Its naval forces will play a crucial role in securing the Black Sea and countering Russian naval power. Finland, Sweden, and Norway, with their advanced militaries and their experience in Arctic warfare, bring invaluable expertise to the alliance. Their contributions will be crucial in deterring any Russian adventurism in the high north. The Baltic states, though smaller in size, provide a vital link to NATO and serve as a tripwire against any Russian aggression in the region. Their determination to defend their freedom is an inspiration to us all. Together, these nations form the core of Intermarium 2.0, a formidable force for stability and security in a region facing an increasingly assertive and dangerous Russia. Intermarium 2.0 is founded on the principle of deterrence through strength. It recognizes that the only language the Kremlin understands is the language of power. To deter Russian aggression, the alliance must be able to field a credible military force capable of inflicting unacceptable costs on any potential aggressor. This means investing in modern military capabilities, including air defense systems, anti-tank weapons, and long-range precision strike capabilities. It means conducting joint military exercises to enhance interoperability and demonstrate resolve. It means sharing intelligence and coordinating defense planning to ensure a swift and coordinated response to any threat. Deterrence is not just about military hardware, it is also about political will. The members of Intermarium 2.0 must demonstrate their unwavering commitment to collective defense, They must speak with one voice on matters of security and stand united against Russian aggression. Section 5. Investing in defense, the sinews of security. Security does not come cheap. To deter aggression and safeguard their freedom, the nations of Intermarium 2.0 must be willing to invest in their defense. This means increasing defense spending to levels commensurate with the threats they face. It means prioritizing the acquisition of key military capabilities. It means fostering a robust domestic defense industry. This investment in defense will pay dividends in the long run. It will create jobs, stimulate innovation, and strengthen national economies. Most importantly, it will provide the security and stability that are essential for economic growth and prosperity. Investing in defense is not just about spending money. It is about making smart choices. It is about focusing on capabilities that are tailored to the specific threats faced by the alliance. It is about leveraging the strengths of each member state and fostering cooperation in defense procurement and research and development. Section 6. Offensive capabilities, shifting the balance of power. Deterrence is essential, but it is not enough. To truly deter Russian aggression, Intermarium 2.0 must also possess credible offensive capabilities. This does not mean seeking war. It means having the ability to strike back if attacked, and to impose costs on the aggressor that outweigh any potential gains. This means developing long-range strike capabilities, such as ballistic missiles, that can target Russian military assets deep inside its territory. It means investing in cyber capabilities that can disrupt Russian command and control systems. It means developing unconventional warfare capabilities that can exploit Russian vulnerabilities. By developing these offensive capabilities, Intermarium 2.0 will shift the balance of power and make it clear to the Kremlin that aggression will not be tolerated. It will force Moscow to think twice before contemplating any military action against its neighbors. Section 7. Ukraine, a bastion of freedom on the Eastern Front. Ukraine, locked in a bitter struggle against Russian aggression, is a crucial partner for Intermarium 2.0. While its immediate inclusion in the alliance may not be feasible, close cooperation with Ukraine is essential. Intermarium 2.0 can provide Ukraine with military aid, intelligence sharing, and training. It can also help Ukraine rebuild its economy and strengthen its democratic institutions. By supporting Ukraine, the alliance will be bolstering a vital frontline state and sending a clear message of deterrence to Moscow. Ukraine's eventual membership in Intermarium 2.0 should be a long-term goal. A free and independent Ukraine, integrated into Euro-Atlantic institutions, is essential for the long-term security and stability of the region. Section 8. The nuclear threat, countering Russia's ace in the hole. Russia's nuclear arsenal poses a unique challenge to Intermarium 2.0. The Kremlin has repeatedly threatened to use nuclear weapons, and we cannot dismiss these threats as empty bluster. Confronting this threat requires a multi-pronged approach. First, Intermarium 2.0 must develop robust conventional military capabilities that make it clear to Moscow that any use of nuclear weapons would be met with a devastating conventional response. Second, the alliance must strengthen its air and missile defenses to protect against a limited nuclear strike. This will require cooperation with NATO and the development of advanced anti-ballistic missile systems. Third, Intermarium 2.0 must engage in strategic dialogue with Russia to reduce the risk of miscalculation and accidental escalation. This dialogue should focus on confidence-building measures such as increased transparency and communication channels. Section 9. The future of Europe, a new geopolitical reality. Intermarium 2.0 represents a fundamental shift in the European security landscape. It is a recognition that the old order is gone and that a new era of great power competition has arrived. It is a call to action for those nations caught in the crossfire of this competition. The success of Intermarium 2.0 will depend on the commitment of its member states. They must be willing to bear the costs of defense, to make the necessary sacrifices, and to stand united in the face of Russian aggression. If successful, Intermarium 2.0 will transform Europe's security architecture. It will create a formidable bloc of nations capable of deterring Russian aggression and safeguarding the continent's eastern flank. It will also serve as a model for other regions facing similar threats. The future of Europe hangs in the balance. The time for complacency is over. The time for action is now. Let us build this alliance together, brick by brick, until it stands as an unbreakable shield against the forces of tyranny and aggression. The fate of Europe depends on it.
So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and let's turn the page on a new adventure together. Get ready to experience books like never before, only on VBook 360. Like, comment, and share to support the channel and keep the video magic alive. Thank you for stopping by. And remember, every video has a story, and every story deserves to be shared. See you in the next video.